Good morning, welcome all of you. Tuesday, 31st week in Ordinary Time. Today we have another amazing passage from the Gospel of Luke. Let us listen. One of those gathered around the table said to Jesus, "Happy the man who will be at the feast in the kingdom of God." But he said to him, "There was a man who gave a great banquet, and he invited a large number of people. When the time for the banquet came, he sent his servant to say to those who had been invited, 'Come along, everything is ready now.' But all alike started to make excuses. The first said, 'I have bought a piece of land and must go and see it. Please accept my apologies.' Another said, 'I have bought 5 yoke of oxen and am on my way to try them out. Please accept my apologies.' Yet another said, 'I have just got married and so am unable to come.' The servant returned and reported this to his master. Then the householder, in a rage, said to his servant, 'Go out quickly into the streets and alleys of the town and bring in here the poor, the crippled, the blind, and the lame.' 'Sir,' said the servant, 'your orders have been carried out and there is still room.' Then the master said to his servant, 'Go to the open roads and the hedgerows and force people to come in to make sure my house is full. Because I tell you, not one of these who are invited shall have a taste of my banquet.'" The Gospel of the Lord. So today this passage, not long time ago, we had that in on one of the Sundays, in according to Matthew, from the Gospel of Matthew. So there was different elements. There was a little more violence and rejection, which happened was through killing the servants, torturing them. But here we have just Jesus describes some particular situation when there's a banquet, there's a feast, is something beautiful or something important, and people, they don't want to come. That they have their own excuses. Someone got a field or new animals, the oxen, which was used to plow a field, and then someone said, "Oh, I got a wife, get married." In this in Jewish culture, these excuses about building a house, if somebody concluded building a house or get a new vineyard or get married, he will be having a year of rejoicing. That many times in this year he will, as I remember correctly, he will be even excused from going to a war if all the different tribes and people of Israel would be going. But anyway, there was a year of to rejoice of this new reality, the new chapter of your life. So here Jesus Christ is saying that, what he's offering, first of all, lasts longer. It is not limited to a year of rejoicing, but it is a constant joy. And then we see that this feast, it is much more important than the earthly relation, the possession or the affection, or even this relation with the family. We know that in the other passages Jesus will say, if you want to be my disciple, hate your father and your mother, and your brother and sister and wife. In one of the passages about the wife. But to put Jesus Christ above it, and not only just a little above of our earthly, sell everything, give money to the poor, and then follow me. The possession, earthly possession, our human affection, many times become an excuse to follow the Lord. It is not, it is not that we have to abandon our families and sell everything to live on the streets. It is probably not what Jesus Christ meant, probably not for everyone anyway, but that is about the conversion of heart, about changing this attitude, changing the view. Really to put, these priorities in our lives right. So this to maybe reflect, of course, always to put ourselves there. What stopped me? What is my excuse in life? To serve the Lord, to serve my neighbor. What is my excuse? No, because I have to save for the future, so I cannot, what am I gonna do if something happens and we have some project for our life, and then I'm not able to live the Christian life today. But it is much more here as well in this passage, because Jesus Christ, speaking about this guy who went to prepare the party, inviting, since many people rejected him, so he started inviting the poor, crippled, blind and lame. Here it is saying again what was said yesterday. What he asked from us, it is, he can ask us to do that, to prepare parties for the people who cannot repay us, because he did this for us. That he's offering us something what is a free gift. Something where, that he really comes to give and give and give. And those poor people, I cannot prepare a party for him. And the Lord is still inviting the people to his party. To realize that the relation with Jesus Christ, it is a banquet. The last thought, I know today that's a little chaotic, I guess, but many times Christianity is presented as something heavy, something we have to do, something we cannot do. Many times we're trying to kind of fight this mentality. That if I'm not allowed to do something, it is because it is good for me. not to do something, not to do harmful thing, harmful to myself or harmful to the others. Some limits in life are good. If there is encouraged to do something, even which appear maybe challenging, it is good. Because it's showing us how the Lord is trusting us and He accompanies us. Many times, if He's sending us somewhere, He's already there. He goes in front of us as well. But to remember, that this is the banquet, not something heavy, obligation, duties. Yes, of course, everybody have a duty and obligation. You can be a mother who have a duty and an obligation. But if you are truly a mother, you don't remember that there are duties and obligations. You love your children. And the same with different places, in the work or relations, in missions. But first to experience this banquet, that this is an invitation that the Lord called us really from different places, from streets and roads, and He called us when we were exactly going different directions, lost many times. He called us to a banquet. So anyway, I think so. It is beautiful passage. Have a great day. God bless you.